Love is not what makes her stay obsessed. You have been told your whole life that if you care enough, give enough, love deeply enough, she will choose you. But look at your past. Did it actually work? Or did you give more, try harder, stay loyal, only to watch her slowly pull away? That contradiction is not random. It is the first crack in the illusion you were taught. Effort does not create attraction. Kindness does not create obsession. In fact, when used blindly, they often destroy it. Because attraction does not operate on logic, fairness, or reward. It operates on something deeper, something uncomfortable, something most men never stop to question. There are hidden laws beneath everything you experience with her, invisible forces shaping how she feels, what she values, and why she stays or leaves. You are watching her words. You should have been watching her reactions, and that is why you missed it. Most men never see this, and that is exactly why they lose. Not because they are unworthy, but because they are unaware. And once you see it, once you understand what truly drives obsession, you cannot unsee it. The question is simple. If love is not the reason she stays, then what is? And more importantly, are you ready to face the answer? Because what you are about to understand will change how you see every interaction, every silence, every moment she pulled away and never explained why it happened to you. Think back to how it started. You showed up consistently. You replied on time. You listened. You cared. You gave her attention when she needed it, support when she struggled, and loyalty without hesitation. You believed that if you just stayed steady, if you proved your value through actions, she would naturally grow closer to you. And for a while, it felt like it was working. Then something shifted. Her replies became shorter. The energy changed. The same warmth you once felt slowly turned into distance you couldn't explain. You tried to fix it by doing more of what you thought was right. More attention, more effort, more reassurance. But instead of bringing her back, it pushed her further away. And that is the part that confuses you the most. You didn't fail because you were wrong. You failed because you didn't understand the game you were playing. No one told you that attraction does not follow logic. It does not reward consistency the way you expected. It does not grow simply because you invest more. Attraction is psychological, not logical, and that changes everything. What you thought mattered doesn't. Not in the way you believed, because while you were trying to build something stable and secure, she was responding to something far more subtle. Something emotional, unpredictable, and deeply rooted in how she experiences you, not how much you give. And once you understand that, you stop blaming yourself for losing her and start questioning the rules you were taught to follow. Obsession is built on uncertainty, not comfort. That is the first law most men never understand, because it goes against everything they were taught about relationships. You were told to be consistent, reliable, predictable. But predictability does not create desire, it creates safety. And while safety feels good, it rarely creates obsession. Think about how attraction actually feels. It is not calm and steady in the beginning. It is unpredictable, slightly chaotic, filled with moments of doubt and excitement. That emotional variation is not a flaw. It is the mechanism. When she cannot fully predict you, when she does not always know what you are thinking or when you will appear, her mind begins to fill in the gaps. And that process creates emotional investment. This is where most men lose. The nice guy becomes easy to read. He responds instantly. He is always available, always reassuring, always present. There is no tension, no mystery, no emotional movement. And without that movement, there is nothing for her mind to hold on to. Stability without uncertainty becomes invisible over time. Now compare that to the man who is not fully predictable. He is not playing games, But he is not constantly available either. Sometimes he is present. Sometimes he is focused on his own world. His attention feels earned, not guaranteed. And that difference changes how she experiences him. It works the same way gambling works. You do not get addicted to a machine that pays every time. You get addicted to the one that pays unpredictably. That uncertainty triggers dopamine, the chemical responsible for anticipation and craving. The same principle applies here. When emotional rewards are inconsistent, they become more valuable. This does not mean you ignore her or act cold. It means you stop over-delivering your presence. You allow space. You take your time. You do not rush to respond to every message as if your value depends on it. Because the moment your attention becomes constant, it also becomes expected. And once it is expected, it loses its impact. She doesn't chase love. She chases value. That is the second law. And it explains a pattern you've seen, but never fully understood. You can give someone everything: attention, loyalty, time, and still feel like you are slowly being taken for granted. Not because what you gave had no worth, but because of how it was perceived. Human beings are wired to value what feels scarce, what feels earned, what feels slightly out of reach. When something is always available, always accessible, it stops feeling special. It becomes normal. And once it becomes normal, it loses its emotional weight. This is not cruelty, it is psychology. Think about the difference between a man whose time is limited and a man who is always free. The one who is constantly available signals that he has nothing else demanding his attention. The one who is selective with his time signals that his life is already full and that access to him is not automatic. That difference alone changes how he is perceived. The more you give without boundaries, the less she feels the need to invest. Not because she doesn't appreciate it, but because she doesn't have to work for it. Value increases with effort, not with abundance. And this is where most men unintentionally lower their own position. They try to prove their worth by giving more, when in reality, they are quietly reducing it. You must feel like a prize, not a provider. That shift is internal before it is external. It is how you carry yourself, how you decide what deserves your time, how easily you give access to your attention. When your presence feels earned, it becomes meaningful. When it feels guaranteed, it becomes replaceable. And the moment she senses that you are not trying to win her, but simply allowing her into your world, the dynamic begins to change in ways you cannot fake. She becomes obsessed with how she feels around you, not who you are. That is the third law, and it shifts everything you thought mattered. You focused on being the right person, loyal, supportive, consistent, believing that your qualities would be enough. But attraction is not built on a checklist of traits. It is built on emotional experience. Think about the moments she remembers most. It is never the predictable ones. It is the unexpected conversations, the tension before a reply, the moments where she felt unsure, excited, slightly off balance. Those emotional fluctuations leave a deeper imprint than anything stable ever could. Because the mind does not hold on to comfort the same way it holds on to intensity. When everything feels calm and predictable, there is nothing for her emotions to attach to. It becomes easy to understand, easy to anticipate, and eventually easy to forget. But when there is tension, followed by release, mixed with uncertainty, something different happens. Her mind starts replaying moments, trying to make sense of what she feels. And in that process, attachment begins to form. You are not the destination. You are the experience. That means your role is not to convince her logically, but to create an emotional journey she cannot easily replace. A journey where she feels curiosity, excitement, even a little confusion. Not chaos, but enough unpredictability to keep her engaged. This is why two men can say the same words, do the same things, and get completely different outcomes. One feels flat. The other feels unforgettable. The difference is not in what they do, but in how they make her feel while doing it. And once you understand that, you stop trying to be perfect and start becoming impactful. None of this works if you are emotionally dependent. That is the foundation most men try to skip, and it is exactly where everything collapses. You can understand uncertainty, you can control your availability, you can even create emotional tension. But if underneath all of that you are seeking her approval, she will feel it. And the moment she feels it, the dynamic shifts out of your control. Neediness does not show up in obvious ways. It is subtle. It is in how quickly you react, how much her responses affect your mood, how easily you adjust yourself just to keep her interested. You may think you are being attentive, but what you are actually communicating is that your emotional state depends on her, and that destroys attraction at its core. Detachment is not about pretending you do not care. It is about no longer needing a specific outcome to feel secure. When you are detached, your behavior changes naturally. You are not trying to impress, not trying to win, not trying to hold on. You are simply present, grounded in your own life, allowing things to unfold without forcing them. This is where most men fail. They try to apply strategies without changing their internal state. They act distant while feeling desperate. They delay responses while constantly thinking about her. And that contradiction always leaks through. You do not act detached. You become detached. That means your sense of worth is no longer tied to whether she stays or leaves. You stop seeking validation from her attention and start generating it from within. You become self-contained. And when that shift happens, something powerful emerges. Your presence feels different. Not because you are trying to control the situation, but because you are no longer controlled by it. Now step back and see the pattern clearly. Every moment that confused you, every mixed signal, every time she pulled away without explanation, it all follows the same structure. Obsession is built on uncertainty, not comfort. Value is created through scarcity, not constant availability. And attachment forms through emotional experience, not logical effort. This is the architecture behind obsession, whether you were aware of it or not. Now you understand why she left and why others stay. It was never random. It was never about luck. It was about dynamics you were never taught to see. You tried to hold on by giving more, when the truth is, the more you gave without awareness, the more you weakened your position. Not because you were not enough, but because you were playing by rules that do not govern attraction. But here is where everything shifts. If you apply this, everything changes. Not just how women respond to you, but how you move through every interaction. You stop chasing clarity and start creating presence. You stop seeking validation and start defining your own value. And when that happens, you no longer feel the need to control outcomes, because you understand the process behind them. This is not about becoming manipulative or distant. It is about becoming aware. Aware of your energy, your behavior, your emotional state. Because the man who understands these laws does not need to force attention. He naturally commands it. So the real question is not whether this works. The real question is who you decide to become after understanding it. Become the man who is never chased, but always remembered. The one who leaves an impression without trying, who walks away without fear, who exists without needing approval. Because in the end, you were never lacking. You were just unaware.